I think they're concerned. Obviously, it's not just China. If you look Japan, South Korea, India, all the major economies in Asia, they all are basically, this is not a situation they want. They're being forced into it by the Trump administration, and they're trying to make the best of what to them is a bad situation in which there will be no winners. So that's kind of what they're trying to do. They're trying to minimize damage rather than get good deals. That's all that you can really hope for. I mean, it's one thing, when you're talking about trade in the economy, Trump starts at bad and progresses to disastrous. There's no good, there's no upside. And if you think, what is the most likely outcome when all is said and done, is you end up with a tariff barrier into the US substantially higher than what it was before he got back into power. So none of this is good. So what this actually does is it puts sort of a pause on a lot of spending decisions, a lot of investment decisions. It makes consumers slightly more nervous than they were otherwise. And all of that just feeds into this sort of state where nothing much is actually really happening, even though a lot is happening. It just that's why the price of oil has kind of meandered along in the last few weeks in a fairly narrow range. And it responds to geopolitics going, headlines one way or other. But the overall trend is everyone's just waiting to see what sort of situation we end up with and how bad it is. And I think that's kind of, it's that uncomfortable position that we're all in right now, where we don't know how it's going to end, but we suspect it's going to be a bad ending.